happy. And I've seen all of these Twitter warriors this weekend saying, oh, look at the way they're treating Meghan Markle, you know, because the Brits are racist. We don't dislike Meghan Markle because of her skin color. We dislike her because she's trashed our country, she's trashed our royal family, and she's not a good person. That's why we don't like her. It's got nothing to do with her skin color. And the British people are completely entitled and justified to feel that way about her.
Well said. These are all my thoughts and opinions based on information out in the public domain. Please do your own research, and this is a platform for entertainment and to share our opinions. And again, I stress the fact that these are all my thoughts and opinions, okay? Before I start, I'd like to thank those of you who have donated to this GoFundMe page for the little girl. They're only $500 short from accomplishing the goal so she can get her operation and help with the medical bills. Thank you to all of those who donated, so maybe we can give it a push so she can have her operation by Tuesday. It's less than $500. Let's hope that any of you, if you feel in your heart that you can donate, that'd be very, very much appreciated. And thanks to all of you who have. Yes, what that girl said at the beginning, it's true. Now, I want to address a couple of things here. See, no, many people have said, oh, Prince William had to step in because the Harkles were gonna do a walkabout with the American networks. So what? Basically, the Crown is supposed to be reacting to every insane thing that Harry and Meghan Markle want to do. And that is called blackmail. That is called being held hostage. The Crown is supposed to rise above it. Okay, so I'm not buying, oh, they did it because Meghan was gonna run. So what? Let her. Right now, TMZ, you know, when you click on this video, TMZ said, oh, we need to know who the royal racist is, because Meghan Markle is putting out there, in spite of the fact that it's been proven that she's a liar. Even at that interview with Oprah Winfrey, her claims were completely obliterated by Prince Harry, who came and sat right next to her. Yet, oh, we need to know who the royal racist is. And unfortunately, Charles is so desperate to have Camilla's image untainted, because everything is obviously, from everything that's out there, that it's Camilla who made a funny comment. And now it's been turned into this racist thing. But we don't know it's true because we know it's a lie. We know it's a lie. But now that's been put out there. Why? Because Meghan is pulling all the stunts because she wants the titles for her kids. I want to talk a little bit about that. Just like Prince William, as per, you know, what's out there, as the firstborn to the monarch, he's entitled to be the Prince of Wales. However, it's at the pleasure of the monarch. It wasn't until King Charles said, my son is now the Prince of Wales, it didn't go automatically. The titles that are in the letters patent, it means that Harry and Meghan's children could be called Prince and Princess and their Royal Highnesses. But it's at the pleasure of the monarch, and it's not automatic. The monarch has to ratify that, just like he ratified Prince William's being a Prince of Wales. It didn't just automatically happen. It wasn't like when the Queen died and Charles has become king. It's not like that. Those titles have to be bestowed and ratified by the monarch, which is why if you go to their Succession Royal website, it's still Master and Mrs. or whatever you want to call Meghan Markle's prop children. Now, the reason why the duty of the Crown is not to pander, to do PR stunts. Monarchy is above it. We're supposed to be above PR stunts. Doing the right thing shouldn't be about PR stunts to keep two lunatics happy, because now they're giving Meghan Markle, this is a woman who was walked down the aisle by a future King of England, and it wasn't enough for her. She still went out and trashed him. This is the woman who got over £1 million in clothing allowance, more than all the royal households in Europe combined, and it wasn't enough. She got an amazing mansion and they got to spend God knows how much money from that, and it wasn't enough. She still went and did all the lies that she did in slander. All of that. Do you think that a walkabout outside with the floral thing is gonna... This woman and Harry, they think that they have been slighted. They think that they are in the right. Now we have the narrative, that Meghan Markle felt forced. Do you think anybody can force that bitch to do anything? Of course not. But she's using that because, you see, narcissists, they thrive. They thrive on chaos. And if there's no chaos, they create one. And their power comes from people pandering to that drama and that chaos. The best thing they could have done is keep him in, because it's a slap on the people's, I'm serious, it's a slap on the people's, and people are going on saying, oh, you know what, it's for the duties, what the queen would have wanted. No, the queen would have wanted to protect the monarchy. Now, that's the way to pay their respects to the queen, and now Meghan is saying she wants to bring the children over here for the queen's funeral. The time to build bridges is when somebody's alive. What bridges are they going to build? That's called emotional blackmail. Oh, I'm going to bring my children, and so people can see that you're denying titles to my children or her prop children. Why isn't she in the United States? Why isn't she? So I respectfully disagree with people saying, but they're not happy. The problem is, it doesn't matter whether it was a happy walkabout or it wasn't. It was a very public statement of acceptance. Whether it was done under strain or not, it sent the wrong message. Even the people who were there were confused, saying, what the hell? Because the idea that they get, if Prince of Wales, Prince William is bringing them, then out of respect to him, people don't know how to react. Had I been there, I would have said, go home and turn my back on her. But the people on the ground, took everybody by surprise. They didn't know how to behave. Meghan Markle and Harry were not supposed to be taking flowers from anybody. And of course, she wanted to grab the flowers and walk with the flowers to put them down to shore to make a big spectacle of herself. Okay? So, and she was, the mask fell quite a couple of times at least, or 3 times, until she finally had no choice but to hand over the flowers. And they were actually told they were not supposed to be doing the walkabout. It was only Prince William and the Princess of Wales. That's it. But no. And then Harry, the man who's affected by the clicks, clearly was loving it because he was the last one to get in the car. He even got out to say hi. What happened to the traumatized of the clique? What happened to that? So for all of you, do you think that Meghan Markle is going to be content? Now we have the narratives that people are racist towards Meghan Markle because people are refusing to continue being abused by this woman. So people are supposed to put up with her abuse and her lies and her slander. It's not a way to respect the queen to do a PR stunt. It's a disrespect to everything she stood for, which is the prestige, honorability, and standing of the monarchy. That was one of the biggest, most disrespectful thing I've ever seen. It's like bringing your murderer or your rapist to walk around to see what he's done. Because till now, and now the attacks this morning, and make no mistake, all of this, these are all my thoughts and opinions, are coming from Meghan's camp. Now TMZ, we need to know who the royal racist is. Or people were being racist to Meghan Markle. Oh, blah, 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 blah. CNN now is completely trashing Prince William because they put themselves in that situation. The best problem is the one that's never had, that never happens, or the one that's avoided. They could have avoided all of this by not creating this issue. But here we are, because the next day in that afternoon, forget the queen. Everything was about two narcissists who are throwing tantrums and a king who thinks he can control them. Do you think anybody's going to control Meghan Markle? The narrative was right there and there that same day. How Meghan Markle was angry that she was forced to hang out with these racists. So no, PR stunts, the monarchy should be above it. They should respect themselves. They said that charity and respect starts at home. There was no respect. There was no dignity that started. That message was not dignified. That message was the most disrespectful thing they could have done, just to pander to two people, because a king wants to protect the reputation of his mistress. Well, now his wife. Okay? But to me, I found that in the whole nation is completely shocked. And the people who were there, shame on them. I applaud, most of them were laughing, but it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that they put the monarchy, that they denigrated, that they lowered the monarchy. Meghan Markle is a Kardashian wannabe. And this is where we are right now. The monarchy, the most senior royals pandering. Meghan Markle using the Queen's death, the people's pain, then a nation's grieving, a nation's sorrow for commercial purposes. And now we have supposedly Oprah coming over because she wants to do a thing. That's because the monarchy has let them. They brought this on to themselves. And I know many of you are going to disagree. That is absolute BS. People say, oh, William did it because it's his duty. No. The duty of the royals is to protect the dignity and image of the royal house. Do you think that the whole world doesn't know what Meghan is made of? Or Harry? And now they're shocked that these headlines are coming out. Oh, people are racist to Meghan. Who's the royal racist? Of course there is. Because what are they going to do now? They're going to what? Make Meghan Markle the Queen of England to please her? Because even that is not going to satisfy that woman. So this is why we are where we are. No matter what you do, there's always going to be a slight in Meghan Markle's face. This is a woman whose father has had 2 heart attacks and a stroke. 2 heart attacks and a stroke. This is a woman who just recently said that Harry lost his father. And here we are. This is a woman who feels no remorse, no shame or anything. She was hanging on there. And the people who were not shaking her hand, she even poked them. You can see that. And she feels slighted. She wanted to be on par as William. And Prince Harry was holding her hand when they first started walking. Not because it's love, to hold her back so she wouldn't jump in front of everybody. Just like he blocked her in Dusseldorf when she tried, because he knew that the only way he would stop her from going in front of him was to completely block her. You can see her trying to look over who's in line, because otherwise, had he left any space, she would have jumped forward. Let me know what you think. Please leave your comments. Thank you for sharing, liking, and subscribing. Yes, please do leave your comments. And thank you for the donations to this little girl, guys. And have a wonderful Sunday.